All right, just a little quick video here on the fix that we put into the liquidity sentiment indicator. Just to clarify when and how this fix works. If we have a look here, we've added the bid and the ask. So you can see now if we have falling liquidity, it becoming more illiquid, we're heading to the ask. That means that people are paying what sellers are willing to sell, and that gives us price appreciation. So if we look here, we've become illiquid during this period and we've got price appreciating. And then if we look at a period where we have rising liquidity and sellers wanting to get out, they are reaching for the bid. So they're happy, they're takers. They're not deciding to hang on and try and get a better price. They are reaching for the bid and they're reaching hard for it. And we can see here, liquidity goes up. There is more stock around, and so the price falls. Let's just have a look on some decisions that I made today about the copper trade. We can see here over a period of time, once we've found this new price level, that we've had a bit of a build here in this area here. Had a bit of an up and down, a flat period, accumulation, or on hold. I've decided it was accumulation, so I've thought about how can that help me, whether I need to go into a trade or not. We've then had a period that the liquidity has fallen over a period of time, and people have been reaching for the ask. Now, to get this quick fix, we just go to the liquidity sentiment, we turn it off, we go back into the liquidity sentiment, we turn it back on, and the bid and the ask will appear on your liquidity sentiment indicator. I decided that I like 8 and 20 moving average to give myself a clearer idea. We will set that as the standard this week. So every time you open, it'll come up as 8 and 20. That's the default settings. Using some technical analysis, I do two things to decide on entering. Copper stocks are very low at the moment and dropping, but the macro of the economy is that the Chinese aren't really firing. They're the highest users of copper at the moment. America's threatening tariffs, so people are hesitant to buy things. They think that the American dollar might climb more, so why jump in at the moment? And then and quickly on that macro, we can see here we have two resistance lines, and this one is this resistance line, support line here is has been giving us support during we've had a tariff period. China's weakened, then we've had China strengthen a little bit, and it's weakened again as Trump has threatened more tariffs, even though we have low floor stock for copper on both the LME and the CME. So I think that this longer term support is going to come into play, and if we just had a look at that longer term support, it's really just to do with the fact that copper is getting harder to mine. So since about 22, when we had a semi-bearish market, the copper price has just been holding on this support, and I think it will continue. So I'm happy that we've got, on the bigger picture, there is definitely a support there. I just have a feeling it's going to drop down to the next one. On the short term, when I decided the options did tell me that yes, there is no hedging at the moment, so we're going to get some price rise. How much price rise are we going to get? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a lot. This is what happened on the day. We've had this increase over the last few days, and then very quickly we've had this was the liquidity falling and becoming illiquid, and so we have price rise because people are reaching for the ask, and then once we've had this price increase, they have started reaching for the bid to sell. They've seen this price appreciation. They listen to the news. It's very volatile with the Dixie at the moment, and this made the decision for me that it wasn't worth getting into a position with at the moment, where if we had bumbled along here, we had got out at the top here and we were just bumbling along doing this sort of trade, I would have thought maybe it's worth getting into. Anyway, I can't see the market jumping, so I hope that those little additions help you along the way with your trading using the liquidity sentiment.